Hello everyone, today I am in Bearsden on the north side of Glasgow, and today we are going to look at a Roman bathhouse. So as we go through this little gate here, we come into one of the best preserved Roman bathhouses in the United Kingdom. Now this was part of a larger Roman fort. And it was built around about the year 142 AD as part of the Antonine Wall. So here we go. This is exactly what the actual bathhouse would have looked like. And like it says, it was built in 142, and it consisted of a changing room, a cold bath, a hot dry room, a warm room, a tepidarium, hot steam room, hot bath, raised floor, boiler, and a furnace. And there's a small map of the actual location of it on the Antonine Wall. Now, as we follow this little path round, it takes us to the old entrance to the fort, and the actual entrance is marked out by posts of timber here. And this would have been the changing room, so there must have been like wooden remnants of old pillars. So this would be the entrance. So we walk into the entrance here, and then we come to the changing room, which is a Tepidarium. Modern posts mark the position of Roman timbers. So you would come in here, get disrobed into whatever, and then you would walk down here. Bearing in mind, this is built on the site of a modern apartment block, and these actual the foundations here, they were actually built underneath. They were actually lying underneath Victorian cottages that have now since been pulled down. So as we come in to the actual bathhouse, you'll see some signs of modern day plumbing and such. See, if you look down here, we've got the cold room. So I'm standing in the cold room right now, the central hall of the bathhouse. So now, if we just look above there, it says Hot Dry Room Saudatorium. Now, if you look down the side there, you'll see gaps under the floor. And this would have been like a furnace over there, and it would pipe hot air into the actual room, and it would come up through the floors there. And if you look here, you'll see little stone bits jutting out there, and I suppose that would be for like a little bench for the soldiers to sit on. Crazy to think that this is 2,000 years old. So the Roman soldiers, they must have been like 1,500 years ahead of their time. So this little sign down here that says this furnace provided hot air through the arch. And then if you look up there and up there, there's little channels for so you can just imagine on top of these little stone pillars, there would be like a floor like this, and the hot air would come up. It would be absolutely really pleasurable to sit in as well. So as we come out of here, we're opposite. We have a cold bath. Now, I think the secret is to have a hot bath, and then you cool down and close your pores with a cold bath. But don't quote me on that. Okay, now as we come through the bathhouse, we come to the first warm room, the Tepidarium. So you can see all these old Latin names being used, like the tepid meaning warm, warmish, and a niche, probably for a water basin. Fascinating. And then we walk through this little doorway here, so this would be the doorway, and we come into the second warm room, Tepidarium. The floor surviving in fragments was laid on pillars to allow hot air to circulate below. This space has now been filled with gravel. And then we come up to the hot room, Tepidarium. This also had a raised floor for hot air circulation. Now if you see these slabs here, you'll see a little channel behind them. And this would have provided hot air. Hot air circulated behind these flags. And then we just go over this little wall here. This room was demolished by the Roman builders after a change of plan during the construction of the bathhouse. Archaeologists are clever people. I don't know how they can work out these things. And then we come round here, we come round to another hot bath. This furnace provided hot air to the steam range. So that would be like a furnace there, and that's going to provide heat, probably for the hot room and the hot bath. So that would have a raised floor as well. So Bearsden is on the west side of the Antonine Wall. So the Antonine Wall stretched from Bowness on the east, quite close to Edinburgh, and it went towards Falkirk and then came right across country towards Glasgow area, so North Glasgow, and it was the northern frontier for the Roman Empire. It was built by Emperor Antonius Pius in around about the 140s, and I think he eventually gave up. Now this is the latrine. Now they've been able to find remnants of feces from old Roman soldiers, and the evidence shows that this is what they had in their diet. Not much meat, or if any, dried figs, lentils, beans, coriander, dill, emmer wheat. And the Romans left Bearsden sometime after 170, after systematically demolishing the fort. So the fort is long gone. It's been taken up by roads, and this was all remaining of the actual fort. Now this is the latrine. Now, without being graphic, there was no privacy in here, so there would be like a bench probably along this wall here, or where I'm standing, and there would be holes, which a wooden bench with round holes cut in would provide the seating over this sewer channel. So there's the sewer channel there, and there's a sewer channel coming from all the different rooms. See what I mean by modern means of, there's the sewer channel there. It's fascinating. So going to the toilet was quite a social event, and they would all just sit in a row. And then here we have the east annex rampart, which is basically the outside wall of the actual bathhouse. And then we have sewer discharging into annex ditch. Remarkable, absolutely remarkable. And like I said, they discovered this under some Victorian cottages that were built on top of it. How they never noticed these foundations, I'll never know. But there you go. This is the Roman bathhouse in Bearsden. Bearsden being a wealthy suburb on the north of Glasgow. What a find. Absolutely majestic. So folks, hope you enjoyed my video today of Bearsden Roman Fort, part of the Antonine Wall and constructed round about 140 AD. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button at any time, and if you enjoyed this video, just hit the like button. Much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.